Good morning, friends, and welcome to another episode of Lex's Budget Bunker Build. As you can see, I'm just having my ritual brew, and actually I've got a special treat for you guys today. As well as my brew, I'm going to do my very own review of this bad boy. So it's MrBeast's Feastables dark chocolate. So my partner bought me this, thought I'd like to try it. So I'm sure most of you have heard, of course everybody's heard of MrBeast, right? So the most popular YouTuber. And he's got well over 300 million subscribers. And yeah, I've watched some of his videos. I can't say I'm a massive fan. I like some of the work he does, certainly. I mean, his videos are certainly big and bold. I watch some of them, and yeah, some of them are pretty funny. Some of them, I think they're possibly aimed at a younger audience. A lot of them. I think the philanthropy videos are pretty good. I know they get a bit of flack sometimes, but hey, he's doing a lot of good, despite any criticisms. But yeah, so he launched a range of chocolates, and yeah, my partner thought I might like to try it. So let's have a look at this. When does it expire? 14th of November next year, so it's good. I always check that. Let's see what's in it. Ingredients: dark chocolate. Well, that's encouraging, right? Since it's a chocolate bar, which is sugar, cocoa mass, cocoa butter, milk fat. Milk, emulsifier, soy lecithin, natural vanilla extract. So that's actually pretty good. There's not a lot of nasties in there by the looks of it. And it may contain peanuts, tree nuts, gluten, wheat, dark chocolate. Contains 50% cocoa solids, which I think is pretty good. Now, where's this stuff made? So it's distributed in New Zealand by Zebra International. Made in Peru. Made in Peru. Maybe that's where they grow the cocoa beans. I don't know. But I gotta say, you know, if I was in MrBeast's position, I'd want to be a bit more patriotic and have it made in, you know, my country of origin, which in his case, of course, would be the USA. You know, in my case, it'd be New Zealand. I would want it made in New Zealand. You know, create jobs locally, help the local economy. But I guess, yeah, people just don't think that way, right? Anyway, let's get this bad boy a whirl. That looks pretty dark. I've had it in the fridge, so it's a little bit crispy. I've got to say, it's actually very nice chocolate. And it's nice and strong. It's not too sweet. It goes very well with coffee. I understand they do other flavours. Not sure what they are. I think it's one. I've got a feeling there's one with peanuts in it. Personally, I like my chocolate dark. Plain. And unembellished. That's actually really nice, guys. There you go, MrBeast. You can rest easy. You get the Lex seal of approval with your chocolate. That's enough of that. 60 grams. I'm not going to scoff that in one sitting. That'll do me another 4 days, that will. It's very nice, yeah. It's very nice. Just a taste is enough though. Anyway, I'm going to finish this coffee and duck down into the bunker. Now, I won't probably post a lot of footage this week because it's really just going to be digging. Just hard out digging. So I'll try and find something interesting to chuck in there, but other than that, it might be quite a short one. Anyway, see you guys down in the bunker shaft. Alright guys, I'm down in the bunker shaft. It's been raining a bit, and you see there's a little bit of water there come down from behind the coal bags. Hasn't actually made its way into the pit. Well, actually it's probably made it in underneath where there's a hole. Yeah, where I did the I used the auger to make a hole, but it didn't make it as far as the sump mechanism. So that's all good. So now I'm going to move that out and yeah, just get digging basically today. Well, that's a mess. That's a mistake, isn't it? Look at that. Put this down here. I connected up the hose, but I must have forgotten to connect up the wiring. Well, that was lucky that I didn't have a lot of rain in, as it would have just all ended up underwater. Be a bit careful. I think I was pretty tired by the time I got to that stage. But yeah, a little bit more care there, I think. Oh, I tell you what, putting a handle on this was a good idea. Oh look, there's no water down in the bottom of the hole I made with the auger. Yeah. Here we go, 8 hours of digging. Got to say, you know, when I watch, been watching Tunnel Tech, it's another channel. This guy's just started, but very, very active in Aberdeen, and well worth a look. It's Tunnel Tech, and he's dealing with a lot of granite rocks. Looks really, really tough, hard work. And then Subterranean Ralph, he's an Australian. His holes, I think it's well over, I think it was 2.3 meters, I think it was last time I saw, or maybe a bit deeper than that. And his, I'm not quite sure what it is. It looks like rock. It's almost like sands. I think they call it, I think it might be claystone actually, which is clay when it becomes very compressed over time. It goes like rock. So it's a little bit different to sandstone. I'm just guessing, because I mean I'm just what I've seen on the videos, but he has to, you know, every little bit he gets out is done with a jackhammer. You know, really hard work. So I'm pretty thankful for the clay in some ways. I mean, when it gets wet and sticky, it's pretty horrible, but it is easy to dig. The only thing is, of course, it does need a lot of shoring. When I'm guessing, well, certainly with Ralph's situation. You know, he hasn't done a lot of shoring yet and hasn't needed to. Whereas I think if I'd dug as deep as he's gone with no shoring, I think it would have all collapsed by now. Probably, I think Tunnel Tech's going to need a bit of shoring soon too, because I can't imagine that's going to be overly stable. Anyway, thankful for the clay. Like that, that's one bucket full. That's pretty much what it's going to be today, just filling buckets, hauling them out. Okay friends, now for something a little bit different. An unboxing. Yeah, I've watched a couple of those on the old YouTube. No, it's a mystery to me. Yeah, some of the things people unbox. And it, you know, like a million views. Somebody unboxing an iPhone or something, because yeah, I don't understand it. But anyway, here I am doing an unboxing. So this is for the bunker job. Guess in the comments if you like as to what it is before I open it up. So yeah, we'll see if anybody can guess what it is. It's a little bit of brass poking out there, so shape wise it looks like it's a gun. Not quite ready for bunker defence just yet. So anyway, let's cut her open and reveal. I'm trying not to actually cut for anything important. There you go, guys. A concrete vibrator. Boy. Okay, it looks like brass, but I think it's actually just paint. It is. It's just painted to look like brass. It's obviously steel. It's painted to look like brass. Classic. Look at the paint job on it. But it was cheap, guys. It was cheap. So to deal with the concrete, so I'm sure most of you know, concrete vibrator, what it does, it helps get all the bubbles out of the concrete and settles it down into all the little nooks and crannies. So up to now I haven't bothered with that. I've sort of done it manually. But as I'm moving into a stage where I'm going to be doing very structural concrete work, particularly like the roof of the tunnel, I feel like I need to lift my concrete game a little bit. So I'll be paying a lot more attention to vibrating the concrete to make sure it's all settled, and a lot more attention on how I do my rebar. Because the last thing I want is for it to collapse on me. So look at this. That's the drive end, obviously. Let's get this out. I like that. Instruction manual, 1 page. Watt. Oh, look at that. How shoddy is that? So that's actually aluminium, and it's corroded. So I'll give that a squirt of CRC before we even put it on. Right, so I'm picking that. Oh, yeah, it goes in here. Alright, let's have a quick read of the instructions. Yeah, this is all very generic stuff, like don't block the vents, don't leave it out in the rain. It's certainly not specific to this particular tool. All the common sense stuff that's not really so common anymore. Let's get some power and see if it works. Shitballs. It was locked in the on position. That's handy, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Gave me a fright. Oh, it's loose. Anyway. Tell you what, guys, that's some pretty powerful vibrations. It's actually hard to hold on to that when it's running. So yeah, there we have it. So just to note, this was totally funded by my Patreons. So extra special thank you to you guys. Really appreciate it. You know, the support has allowed me to buy this. So I was a bit hesitant to buy a concrete vibrator because I've been in my house about 35 years now. And to be honest, I've you know, topside, I've done all the concrete in that I'll ever want to do. You know, of course I did a little bit the other few months back for the trying to waterproof this thing. But I mean, basically, there's everything I need is done out there. So to be buying one of these at that late stage seemed to be a bit of a waste. But in mind that the bunker is going to have a lot of concrete and it needs to be structurally sound, I think this is a good investment. So, and you know, I felt good about buying it. As I say, with contributions from my Patreon. So guys, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. So this is officially the Patreon vibrator. And I'll trust everybody not to make tasteless comments. You guys aren't like that, right? So there we have it. So I can't wait to give that a go, actually. And might even be next weekend when I plan to put in some shoring and or you know, some retaining wall, and with the concrete anchor points. So you know, they go in about 500 mil. So I think this will actually be quite handy for getting that concrete in the very end of the hole, making sure it's all settled down and there's no air down there. So yeah, no, this is primo. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing that. Honestly, the mind boggles. Well guys, that's it for another weekend. So as you can see, I got down another 200 mil. So yeah, as I mentioned, next weekend I'll put in some more retaining wall down there, and this one will be it'll be like these ones with the concrete anchor points. So it'll be a bit of a bigger job, but well worth it, because we're getting to the stage now. There's the end of the elevator rail. So once we've got enough room, which basically actually when the retaining wall is down to where the ground level is right now, down the bottom there, once it's down to there, I'll be ready to put in some more elevator shaft. Yeah, more elevator railing, some more railing. So tracking, or whatever you want to call it, I don't know, track, I suppose, it's track, rail. Yeah, so once I'm down to the air, so I'll need to dig down obviously a bit further because I can't put the retaining wall down there, it's just too awkward. So I'd probably need to dig down at least another ½ metre, maybe 600 mil. And then I'll be back on for working on the elevator. And I think at that stage, you can see I've got a couple of G-clamps there. That was just sort of when I'm working on it. I had it in a down around that position. That was sort of, if there was a failure, I didn't plummet to my death. You know, when I've got a 4 metre track, I think I need to start looking at this fail-safe mechanism. So that's going to be quite a challenge for me. Bit of an engineering job, but we'll work something out. I've got a few ideas already, so anyway, I'm starting to ramble again. Okay friends, that's another weekend done. I'm quite pleased with my progress. That's a fair bit of digging. There was a lot of buckets of earth, so I'm quite pleased with that. As I mentioned, next week it'll be a bit of a change of pace, and I'm looking forward to that as well. So if you've watched this far, thanks for watching guys, really appreciate it. If you liked the video, then please flick a like, it all helps, and I really appreciate that. And of course, if you've got any comments, I'm sure there'll be some comments there. I look forward to those. And yep, just thanks again. Also thanks to everybody that's subscribed. Those numbers are slowly coming up, so I appreciate that. And of course, as always, thanks to my Patreons who supporting me. And as I mentioned, they financed that concrete vibrator, so I really appreciate that, and I'm looking forward to giving that a run hopefully next weekend. So yep, that's it for me. So hey guys, have a great week out there, look after yourselves, keep safe, and look forward to catching up again next week. And this is Lex out.